Welcome everybody to today's lesson about distance. Today's lesson is all about finding the distance between 2 points on the coordinate plane. To do so, we're going to need the distance formula. So let's get your pencils ready. The distance formula is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. All right, let's put this into practice. For question number 1, we are given 2 points. Let's first start by labeling my points. 3 is x1, 11 is x2, my 5 is y1, and 20 is y2. I've labeled these as such because I consider this to be my first point, this to be my second point. The first coordinate is the x, the second coordinate is the y. Alright, let's plug in my values to the distance formula. I've got the square root of x2 minus x1, so that's 11 minus 3 squared, plus y2 minus y1, so that's 20 minus 5 squared. From here, it's just simplifying. This is the square root of 8 squared plus 15 squared. This is equal to 64 plus 225, which again is equal to the square root of 729. Oops, that's not right. I've got my numbers jumbled up. That's equal to the square root of 289, and the square root of 289 is equal to 17. So the distance between these 2 points is 17 units. Let's look at another example. For question number 2, I've got my 2 points and I'll plug them into my distance formula. I'll move a little bit quicker this time. I've got to do x2 minus x1, so 17 minus negative 12 squared plus y2 minus y1, negative 3 minus 19. When I simplify, I get the square root of 29 squared plus negative 22 squared. Make sure we're careful when we are adding and subtracting negative integers. From here, I get the square root of 1325, which is approximately 36.4. So the distance between those 2 points is 36.4 units. All right, now it's your turn. I'd like you to turn to the next page, 11.5b. I want you to try questions 1 and 2. When you're ready, go ahead and check your answer. For question number 1, and I apologize, it's a little cut off on the screen here, but question number 1, you should have gotten about the square root of 116, which is about 10.77. And for question number 2, I'll show some work for you here. This should be x2 minus x1, so 2 minus 7 squared, plus 12 minus 0 squared. That's equal to negative 5 squared, which is 25, plus 12 squared, which is 144. Together, that's the square root of 169, which is equal to 13. If for any reason you didn't get either of those questions right, please go back and check your work. When you come to class tomorrow, make sure you know how to use the distance formula and we'll put it to good use. Till next time.